It's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 38-yard line.
But give them credit for a good read.
Hey, turn that phone off and get your ass kicked.
On the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice game.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Barkley is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Second and goal at the 3-yard line.
Another try for Barkley. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith on the receiving end from Jalen Hurts. And the Eagles post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I couldn't wonder. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try.
Don't get scared now, my boy.
I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And that's going to be short of the landing zone. It doesn't make it there, so that means the ball's going to come out to the 40. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll try the right side with Henry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
An 8-yard loss on the
They
play.
push him back 8 yards that time on second down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They're going to look to throw. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Brown goes in motion left. Here's a fake on the jet sweep as they go instead with Barkley. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Jackson to throw. His throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
Hey, Ozzy, sit up. What are you? What are you? Sit up.
They go play action now. Jackson being chased out left. No hesitation, goes right back to Likely. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
At the 46-yard line.
Hey, sit up.
Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big play there on the catch and run. 38 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
Henry will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown.
You think back to some of the great goal line bruisers of the past, the Earl Campbells, the John Riggins, the Marshawn Lynches. And then you can put Derrick Henry right in that group as he scores there with another patented Derrick Henry run.
Jackson here is going to look to throw. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And within trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Here's Hurts to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Tap the 60, tap the 60.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 5. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Jake Elliott to kick off for
Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Now it's Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. He's got it in, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And Jackson throwing once more. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Baltimore, first down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Jackson, options out left. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Eluding the pressure right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Jackson, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's got it. The try for two is successful, and it pushes the lead up to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. From out of his end zone, it's Avery Williams. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent is still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They go play action with Hurts. Out to to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have retaken a third-quarter lead.
Will set up for the two-point conversion.
They're going to run it with Barkley. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for two. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive. And we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And Parker, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
DC, ready?
Second down and 8. From the gun, it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, player. We watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Jackson now. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was.
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 26 yards. And the Ravens answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. They'll try and throw for it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Stopped by the safety, Kyle Hamilton.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well where you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
First down carry for Barkley. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, 49 yards. And the Eagles have taken a fourth quarter lead. Well, at this stage in the fourth, I thought they might work it down the field a little differently, but they go with the run. Hole opens up, and he's gone.
Well, we mind melding there because you're thinking differently, meaning throwing the ball, right? I'm with you. With that time on the clock, I thought the ball would be in the air on just about every play. And they came back and got them with a surprise because I think the defense was planning for that as well. That took some fortitude as a play caller. Give him high marks for making it happen.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 here. Jackson. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
They drive some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's first and 10 now. Jackson. That's complete once again to Hopkins. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
They picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's first and 10. Jackson to throw. Rolling to his right. Check down here for Henry. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. First and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And a timeout is called. So now you're looking at probably just one final play from back in their own territory, and they're going to need a miracle. This is 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. This ball intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.